Donna Rice was driving with her two sons when she found herself unable to maneuver around the rising flood currents that struck Queensland, Australia. At the intersection of Kitchener and James Street, her car was stuck, leaving her along with her sons, Blake and Jordan Rice, stranded and stuck at the mercy of the violent torrents, according to the Brisbane Times reports. The family was then forced to climb onto the roof of the car, desperately clinging to life with all the strength they had as the flood continued to swell and the violent torrents became stronger. The brothers, along with their mother, with much effort clinging to the roof of the car, were able to hold on until a passerby, who thankfully was equipped with a rope, came to their long-awaited rescue. Unfortunately, not all stories have happy endings, and in this one in particular, time was against them, and they knew that there was no way a single one man could save them all in time. As the rescuer attempted to grab 13-year-old Jordan Rice, the boy mustered up words that left the man in awe and overwhelmed him with emotion. The young boy refused to be rescued while his brother and mother were still in danger. When the man tried to rescue the little boy, he told him, "Take my brother first." Even though Jordan was unable to swim, he was adamant that if only one of them could make it out alive, it should be his little brother, not him. With time running out, the man had no other choice but to listen to Jordan's command. He proceeded to snatch out the 10-year-old Blake Rice from the roof of the car and pulled him to safety. When the rescuer looked back, he was struck with shock when he realized that both Donna and Jordan had been swept away by the current. Tragically enough, neither would survive the heavy torrents and cold water, especially after being stuck on the roof of their car battling wind and violent waters. A few hours later, their bodies would later be recovered several miles downstream. The flood was a violent killer that day and would go on to claim a total of 35 lives, tearing apart 35 different families. When people got hold of the story and Jordan's honorable sacrifice, many came to honor Jordan Rice at his funeral along with his mother. Massive piles of roses of all colors were laid atop their caskets, as their family and friends heard the retelling of Jordan's last moments and his final words before he and his mother were laid to rest.
On behalf of his deceased son, victim of strong flood, John Tyson accepted a bravery award from Governor Paul de Jersey, which led to the rebuking of multiple politicians who vowed to honor Jordan in the public sphere, but never fulfilled their promise. Tyson was also extremely grateful to the more than 300,000 petitioners who demanded that his deceased brave son receive recognition for his sacrifice and inspiring bravery. "I can only imagine what was going on inside to give up his life to save his brother, even though he was petrified of water," Tyson told the Chronicle. "He is our little hero." Tyson expressed his admiration for his son, pointing to his bravery when faced with his biggest fear as the epitome of courage. "Tough isn't always loud and brash and brazen. Tough is sometimes 4 words quietly but firmly spoken by a boy who couldn't swim as water threatened to submerge him. Everyone can be tough when the need arises," Tyson wrote of his son. In honor of his son, Jordan, Tyson has decided to establish a foundation in his name, the Jordan Rice Foundation, which aims to help to counsel and guide individuals who are coping with the scorching grief of losing a loved one, especially those we lose due to unforeseen circumstances. The hardest losses are the unexpected ones. "I don't want anyone to go through what we've been through," he said. "Even when I'm out driving and see a makeshift cross on the side of the road, all the memories and empathy come flooding back. We want to do our best to help anyone who needs it." Jordan Rice's memory will always live on. He will continue to live on through his touching and inspiring story. He left this world with 4 striking words that not only embody his bravery but also his unconditional love and care for his family, a love that put them always above himself. It's hard to believe that a young boy at such an age could summon the courage to give himself up to save his brother. His sacrifice was purely out of selflessness. It is the very definition of brotherly love. Jordan's story surely serves as a beautiful inspiration to everyone who is struggling with grief and loss. Jordan is one of many inspirational kids who leave their print in this world by their acts of selflessness and bravery. Jordan sacrificed his life so that his baby brother could live on and flee the atrocious destiny that was awaiting him. He was a hero, and heroes never die as they live on the people's memories.